wonderful. I found out a lot of information about myself as well as people that I'm surrounded by. It helped me to interact with them. It helped me to be a little bit more patient to those who have a different brain color than myself. I thoroughly enjoyed the program and just so happy that I was able to be a part of it.
Sheila's program has been one of the best management programs that I have attended in many years. I think it's one that helps all of our employees and all of us in our personal lives to understand more how we need to interact with other people, how we need to be more tolerant of other people, and look at the differences and appreciate those differences in our workplace and in our family life.
I love the program, and I would love to have that come back to our hospital for a leadership presentation.
Fabulous, entertaining, enjoyable.
Really learned something about myself. Very enjoyable and entertaining.
This program is so much fun, and if you can't find your color in that, find somebody else and have fun.
What Colors Your Brain is a marvelous tool for me. I run an office with approximately 16 people. We actually match up support personnel with lawyers based upon their personality propensities, which we use as a gauge for that, what colors your brain. And the most valuable tool that I've ever had, I think, is in jury selection. I find that this is a tool that every lawyer could use in the practice of law.
I was able to take the program, apply all of its values within the program, and what it created basically was a phenomenal environment in which these fourth graders were able to communicate better, value each other's attributes, recognize them, acknowledge them. Basically, for all the students, their self-esteem really went straight up. They really began to realize self-esteem came from the inside out, and this program allowed them to do that. They realized their value. They realized to understand other people even though they were different. It created less stress, great working conditions, and amazing success for these students, which they will take beyond my classroom into their own life.
Okay, this was a very worthwhile program that we went through. That all the folks that work in the Long Island area office, I think, were very energetic about it. They were kind of hesitant at first, and I think everybody really got into it. They got an understanding of who they were as far as how their brain color is, and you know, how we can now work with each other, understanding what those character traits are. So I thought it was very good. It's very good, very interesting. Thank you, Sheila.
I thought Sheila was really fantastic. She was not only self-motivating, but she also knew really how to get the crowd into her whole workshop. I think it would be fantastic for corporations to have a workshop like this for employees to understand how to get along with each other as well as their higher-ups. It absolutely is. I will learn how to speak with them if there's a problem. I can understand them a little bit better and what their concerns are, and especially how their outlook is for a project of what they're expecting or what their expectations are. I understand how to communicate with them a little bit better.
Today's exercise enabled me to learn and relearn that one can enhance their success rate of communicating with folks in the workplace when they understand and utilize brain color, and will continue to use it in my daily work activities. Thank you for a great job, Sheila.
I had a lot of aha moments thinking, oh yep, you know, that's definitely me, but then also on the flip side of that, I recognize traits in other people that I know, whether it be friends or family or co-workers.
Oh, I love Sheila. I could watch her so many times. I've seen her 3 times. I can't wait for 4. And I look forward to working with her in the future.
This is my second time around taking the class, and I found that I am still yellow. But now I'm taking it as a manager, and it was very interesting to observe the office doing team building. It's sort of like a team building and motivating, and they really got into the class, and I'm glad that they all enjoyed it, and I thank Sheila.
It was wonderful to have Sheila come to University of Chicago Bookstore. She's a great dynamic speaker. Her subject matter was top-notch. We had a great time having her. We'd love to have her again.
I
I learned my color is green. I also learned why in my personal life I'm blue. I've learned when my green side comes out, when my blue side comes out. And I also have learned why it's kind of difficult being a green person, which is probably about 10% of the population, why it's really difficult for some people to kind of not get me most of the time. But that's okay because I love being green.
I really enjoyed the workshop today, but I also learned a lot because I am a blue, and I am apparently the only blue in the office.
Oh, it was so much fun. It made me laugh, and it brought out the orange in me because I like fun, and I want to bring it to my family. I want to bring it to my company. Everybody should know their color and everybody else's color. It's wonderful.
Hi, I'm at the ICT Symposium in Peoria, Illinois today, and just finished listening to Sheila talk about brains and how we work and just a simplified model of who we are. I'm a yellow, green, orange, blue brain person. I flex between all those styles all the time, and that works for me. So check out Sheila. She's awesome. Thank you.
And it has helped me understand some of the, being a compliance person, but being a blue, there's a little bit of a disjunct, and it was actually very informative. So I appreciated the knowledge, and I'm going to read the book. Sometimes it's hard to go out and do what are perceived as negative things to the employers, and it hurts when you walk in the door, and it's stressful, and helping me understand why that's hard for me and learn to be a little less emotional, a little more factual. I think that's going to be an advantage being a blue person as a compliance officer.
I found out that I'm a few different colors that I didn't realize when I took the self-quiz. And I found out a lot about my family, and now I know how to communicate with them better, not only personally, but also at family functions, and any kind of, drastic change happens, we know how to respect each other a little bit better.
I'm Assistant Vice President of ERMS ICT. I oversee the Workers' Compensation Program sponsored by the Illinois Hospital Association. This year we every year we have a yearly symposium. And this year we had the good fortune of having Sheila Glazov as one of our presenters. I was very entertained and educated with Sheila's presentations. I've read parts of her book, and it's been very helpful for me because one of the things that I struggle with is in our workers' compensation industry, I deal with employees, I deal with employers, I deal with physicians, I deal with occupational specialists, I deal with attorneys, and learning to understand the personalities of all these different people and getting all these different people to work together, it's a difficult challenge, one of the most difficult challenges I think in my job responsibilities. So after learning what Sheila has recommended in terms of being able to identify people's brain colors, it has brought to me the abilities, I think, and the skills to take the individuals I'm working with, try to identify their brain colors, know mine, which happens to be yellow, and be able to more effectively interact with them to get, the end result that I'm looking for, typically, which is quick resolution of a workers' compensation claim. And actually, I'm starting to try to apply it in my own life as well to know and understand the colors of the brain colors of my children versus my wife.
Challenges. So yeah, I think if I could give it to everybody I work with, that would be great.
It was a fabulous class.